Here's your First Warn Weather Forecast First, sponsored by Anderson Collision Center. Visit driveanderson.com.
Well, our temperatures for the fourth straight day made it in the 90s. Once again, we're 91 in Rockford, 85 though in Freeport. Look at that, Galena, 76. That's because there's a cold front now working across northwest Illinois. On ahead of that front, we have had a few very isolated showers try to develop across the area, but these have really struggled over the last several hours to get going. So while we do have that chance for an isolated storm or two here as we go through this evening, coverage will stay very light. Now, any stronger shower that develops or thunderstorm may produce a locally strong wind gust. That threat will continue through sunset tonight, but look for a lot of us, unfortunately, to stay dry here through this evening. Better chance perhaps for a few showers and a couple of thunderstorms tomorrow. Timing those out and look at when we return back to the 90s coming up in the First Warn forecast a little later.
A local murder suspect changes his plea. He now says he didn't fire the gun that killed Peggy Anderson. Plus, remembering the life of Gabriel Henze, what family members say you can do to help save lives. And celebrating Juneteenth, the four-city festivities highlighting achievements made by African Americans.
Live from WTVO 17. This is Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening. I'm Mimi Murphy. Thanks for joining us. Today is Juneteenth. The federal holiday commemorates the day Union soldiers marched to Galveston, Texas in 1865. Wendell Edwards is live at Rockford's celebration. How's it going out there, Wendell?
Mimi, it is a rich history that is worth celebrating. Let's take a look behind me. You can see how many people have shown up for this 34th consecutive year of celebrating June 19th here at Rockford. We are at Mississippi Park, and it is a party going on. In fact, I'm going to interview another committee member who helped put this together. It's a lot of hard work putting on this event. There are vendors, there's food, and of course there's entertainment. We're going to talk about the main entertainment coming up tonight and why this holiday is worth celebrating for all. That's coming up a little later on in the show when I see you again, Mimi. Now back to you.
All right, we'll check back with you. Thanks, Wendell. In other news tonight, an 18-year-old accused of sexually assaulting a woman at a Polo convenience store. Ronald Peacock's charged with criminal sexual assault. Investigators say this happened Sunday at the Casey's on North Division Avenue. According to police, a woman was running from Peacock when she was knocked down in the street. That's when officers say he sexually assaulted the woman. Peacock then ran from the scene. He was later arrested. Peacock is scheduled to appear back in court next Wednesday. Eyewitness News is committed to supporting survivors of sexual violence. We have a list of local resources that can help. Just go to our website, mystateline.com, and click on the Stateline Strong tab. The man accused of murdering Peggy Anderson changes his plea. William Jones now pleads not guilty to first-degree murder. This comes after an initial guilty plea. Jones is accused of killing Peggy Anderson back in January of 2023. Police responded to Pinnon Meats for reports of an armed robbery and found her lying at the back stairway of the building. Police arrested Jones nearly a month later in Alabama. Jones' original sentencing was set for Friday, but has been delayed due to the plea change. A local family is calling on the community to help save lives and honor a tragic passing. Our Blake Dietz spoke with the family members as they remember the life of 7-year-old Gabriel Henze. Blake, what'd they say?
Yeah, Mimi, it was 7 years ago when Gabriel collapsed at Camp Winnebago due to an undiagnosed heart condition, leaving his mother, Cameo, and grandmother, Tina, shocked and heartbroken. Today, Tina visited his memorial bench at the camp on the anniversary of his burial, as she does every year. She tells me they have one request to honor his memory: give blood for Gabe.
We just want to make sure people do understand how important it is to donate blood. Even though blood donations would not have saved Gabriel, it could save another child or another adult, another grandparent. We just really want to encourage people to go down that path and donate blood.
I'll have the full story with comments from Gabriel's mom coming up at 6. Mimi.
All right, we'll look forward to that. Thanks, Blake. The Illinois State Board of Elections dismissed a complaint against former candidate for governor Darren Baily. A top Democratic Party official filed the complaint alleging collusion between the former Republican candidate and conservative political operative Dan Proft. State law prohibits direct contributions from PACs towards campaigns, but it does not directly define what a contribution means, and the hearing officer said there wasn't enough evidence to call ads illegal coordination.
The board voted to accept the hearing officer's findings and the findings of our general counsel and to overrule this complaint. The problem is there isn't a definition of what those are. What constitutes coordination?
Same hearing officer recommended the law be clarified, an action that would need to be taken up by the state legislature. Illinois residents will see an increase at the pump starting next month. On July 1st, the automatic motor fuel tax will rise. Currently, it stands at 45 cents a gallon. It will increase to 47. Only California has a higher gas tax than Illinois, sitting at 60 cents per gallon. A Stateline Pool is set to reopen soon. The city of Beloit says it plans on reopening Krueger Pool next Tuesday. Repairs are currently underway. Officials say two unrelated issues happened overnight on Friday. First, a pipe that goes to the pump that fills the pool ruptured. Then, a chunk of concrete on the side of the pool was damaged. The pool was originally built in the 1930s and was renovated in the mid-1980s. Rockford residents take the evening to honor Black history. Juneteenth celebrations are currently underway at Sinisippi Park. Tommy Meeks founded the event more than 30 years ago and has been pushing for official recognition of the holiday since. Today, his hard work paid off. Winnebago County's board chairman presented Meeks with a proclamation in recognition of Juneteenth. Rockford's mayor says there's still more work to be done to create new opportunities for the Black community.
As we commemorate the end of slavery, I think it's also important to note that we still have too few opportunities and too little hope for too many Black Rockfordians. We at the City of Rockford are working, myself and our City Council, to create new opportunities and new hope for Black Rockfordians in the City of Rockford.
Sinisippi Park's currently filled with music, food, vendors, and more. Celebrations are scheduled to end at 9. A group of Black veterans embarks on a journey of remembrance and gratitude to the nation's capital. More than 24 Black veterans who fought in World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War made their way to Washington on the first ever honor flight to commemorate Juneteenth. For many of the veterans, it was their first time seeing some of the memorials, like one honoring those who fought in World War II.
I've seen pictures of it before, but I never visited it here. Long overdue that Black veterans were not recognized for their service.
Since 2005, the Honor Flight Network has hosted nearly 300,000 veterans on flights and tours of Washington, D.C. landmarks. The Juneteenth celebrations do continue in the state line. Up next, Wendell Edwards brings us a live look at the festivities at Sinisippi Park. And coming up at 6, comforting people fighting cancer. How one local dealership is giving back to those in need.
Our temperatures made it back into the 90s again this afternoon. We'll see those numbers drop just a bit as we head into the day tomorrow, but we'll be back in the 90s, I should say, as we head into the next couple of days. How long the heat is expected to last coming up in the first horn forecast a little later.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Mimi Murphy, Wendell Edwards, Scott Leber, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
As we mentioned earlier, Rockford's Juneteenth celebrations underway at Sinisippi Park. Our Wendell Edwards is out there. Wendell, how's it going?
Mimi, it is a party. It is a celebration. We've had several performers already. We've had a talent show. And then coming up tonight, it's going to be a little bit more dancing, getting those hips moved. In fact, joining me now, Richard Meeks, who is the brother of Tommy and the co-host of this year's event. Richard, tell me what's coming up. You have two big bands you wanted to promote.
Two big bands coming up. One is a local band called Too Deep. Local musicians, they're great. A lot of dancing. And then going to end the show with a group called Confunction.
I know Confunction.
And I think anybody that grew up in the 70s and early 80s will know that Confunction will put on a great show.
And you just want people to dance and have fun.
I just want people to come out and enjoy each other and dance and just have fun.
Because this is a celebration.
This is a celebration. It's a time for us to say, we may be different, our skin color may be different, but this is a time where we can celebrate together and have a great time.
And all can come out.
Anybody can come out. Everybody can come out. Just come out to Mississippi Park.
Okay, and so coming up at 6, though, there are going to be some community awards recipients. Am I right? And what is that about? The committee looks at certain people who give back?
People who give to the community, who Tommy and his committee see as people who want to promote togetherness and anything that has to do with working together in the community.
Richard, thank you very much, Mr. Meeks. In fact, I will be talking to one of those recipients when I see you again at 6. Right now, we're live at Mississippi Park. I'm Wendell Edwards for Eyewitness News.
Looks like a good time. All right, thanks, Wendell. Well, today's the 4th day the state line's seen 90-degree plus weather. After the break, Candace tells us when we can expect some relief.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
It's been another hot one out there this afternoon as we've had temperatures climbing into the 80s and the low 90s. The 4th straight day that temperature has made it into the 90s here in Rockford. 91 our current number. Heat index makes it feel like 94. 85 in Freeport, but notice the cooling taking place back out to the west. There's a cold front that sits just to our west here late this afternoon and evening. 91 for our weather watcher Terry down in Genoa. Upper 90s that heat index. Dew point sits at 67 and a southwesterly wind now at 14 miles per hour. While most of the day has been dry, we're starting to see some showers and a few very isolated thunderstorms trying to develop out ahead of that cold front that sits to the west of us. We're watching some of these showers down here across southwest Ogle County, but notice just within the hour, actually within the last 20 minutes or so, that shower southwest of Polo as it grew. It didn't grow too far. In fact, it actually weakened. So the storms that are just to the west and southwest of Dixon and near Sterling, we'll continue to monitor those. We may see them grow just a bit to get a couple lightning strikes. But the trend that we've noticed here over the last couple of hours as these showers have tried to develop as they've struggled to really maintain much growth. Having said that, with that isolated thunderstorm threat, not only are we going to see some heavy rainfall, but maybe a stronger wind gust or two. And I do want to note that because of the lack of stronger winds in our atmosphere outside of what we're getting here at the surface, these showers and isolated thunderstorms are slow movers. So if you do see a shower, you're probably going to get some pretty heavy rainfall before it kind of weakens just a bit. So that'll be our one threat. We can actually see some of those heavier thunderstorms up around the Madison area where there's currently a flash flood warning just to the south. Little growth trying to develop here in some of the cumulus clouds as we look with our SkyTrack camera off to the north and northeast over the Rock River, over downtown Rockford. We'll maintain that isolated shower thunderstorm threat here through about sunset. After that, that goes away. Any shower activity we see will kind of be positioned off to the northwest of us. That'll maintain and continue into tomorrow morning. The front settles down to our south throughout the day, kind of wobbles back and forth across northern Illinois through the afternoon. So we may actually have a better chance for some scattered activity tomorrow afternoon before the front is pulled back north as a warm front late Thursday into Friday. As it does, it'll take that storm threat up to the north with it. Now, this particular model wants to develop an outflow boundary, surge it to the south, and then give us some thunderstorm activity into late Friday afternoon, Friday evening. That's a possibility, but once that front comes through, we may be capped just enough. But something we'll keep an eye on as we head into Friday. By Saturday, the front is again to the north, but we have a cold front that comes in. So by Saturday evening and early overnight, that's our next best chance for some showers and thunderstorms. 70 degrees for us tonight. It'll be another warm one, maybe not quite as sticky as the last couple of nights. 89 for the afternoon tomorrow. We'll still maintain some of that humidity as we head into tomorrow. And of course, tomorrow is the first official start of summer. Temperatures will be back into the 90s Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday are looking pretty decent as far as both temperatures and humidity are concerned, but then we're right back into those 90s, at least for a short period as we head into Tuesday.
All right, thanks, Candace. Scott's in next with sports. Cubs fans might have witnessed the revival of Kyle Hendricks' career this afternoon. You'll see what he did.
Now sports with sports director Scott Lever.
Turns out Kyle Hendricks still has some gas left in the tank, and after what he did today at Wrigley Field, he could become a permanent part of the rotation once again. He allowed only 1 run and 2 hits in 5 2/3 innings against the Giants. And his teammates gave him some run support. This is Ian Happ going yard in the bottom of the 4th inning. He hit that off Spencer Bivens. Home run number 9 for Happ, and it made it 1-0. The next batter was Dansby Swanson, and we suddenly had a home run derby at Wrigley because that carried into the basket. Swanson's 2nd home run in less than 24 hours. Here he comes again in the 7th inning. That's another base hit, driving in 2 more runners. The Cubs led 5-1 and then hung on for a 6-5 win. They get tomorrow off. They will host the Mets Friday afternoon. On the White Sox, odds of getting a win tonight against the Astros look solid considering Garrett Crochet will be pitching. He's been very strong in recent outings. Last night, it was 23-year-old Jonathan Cannon who gave the White Sox a lift with his outing. He nearly pitched a complete game shutout. He was pulled 1 out shy of that. As it was, Cannon gave up only 7 hits and earned his first win of the season. Pedro Grifol was impressed.
What can you say? This kid, got stronger as the night went on. He threw 19 pitches in the 1st inning and never hit that mark again. 8 2/3, probably average, 12 pitches an inning. So he was strong. He went out there, and for him to go out there and get 2 outs in the 9th, it's a big part of development.
Well, the Rivets keep scoring runs. This happened this afternoon in Kokomo. Third baseman Maddox Mahalakas hit a grand slam. He drove in 6 runs in the game, leading the Rivets to a 13-6 win. That's 31 runs in less than 24 hours that the Rivets have scored. They're going to play a 2nd game in Kokomo later tonight. Let's sprinkle in a little NFL news here. It seems the owners are getting very uncomfortable with all the money going to star quarterbacks. They're kicking around the idea of a separate salary cap just for quarterbacks. They believe QBs are getting too large of a share of the overall salary cap. One example is the $55 million a year that Joe Burrow is making in Cincinnati. That's 25% of the Bengals' entire salary cap. I'm not sure if the agents are going to go for this. Some of the other position players, though, might like it. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Our first Warn Interactive Radar brought to us by Rockford Glass and More. We've got a few very isolated showers developing, especially across Whiteside County. Actually starting to see those grow a little more, so a few isolated thunderstorms will be possible. The slow movement of those, heavy rainfall, and a strong wind gust or 2 will be possible. Now our temperatures tonight are near 70. We're back up to 89 tomorrow with some scattered activity, warming up again by Friday and Saturday.
All right, thanks, Candace, and thanks so much for watching. Have a good evening. We'll see you at 6.